I'm Rebecca Sobczak. I'm the General Manager for Programs and Operations here at Macular Disease Foundation. Macular Disease Foundation was started in 2001 and our mission is to support people with macular disease and their families. Macular disease is one of the leading causes of vision loss and blindness in Australia, and it affects up to 1.9 million Australians, and many people don't even know that they might be affected. I joined the organisation in 2020 and I wear two hats in my role. One of the roles that I have is heading up our support and care area for people with macular disease, and the other is our operations, and IT falls within that part of my role. We came across Mirtec when we had engaged an organisation to work with us to develop our IT roadmap. So one of the key projects that came out of our IT roadmap was to implement a new CRM. And so we were running up against a really tight timeline. Our iConnect service was launching. We really wanted our new CRM up and running to service that, and we actually didn't think it was possible to do in our old CRM. So we didn't have the internal capacity or the expertise to do that project management. So we started looking at a project manager externally, and one of the challenges of that was we didn't think this would be a 5-day-a-week role. We weren't sure if we would recruit the right person in at a part-time position. We had that tight timeline, we didn't know about onboarding, so there were a lot of unknowns that were making us really uncomfortable when we measured that against the success that we needed through the timeline and the achievement of that. I happened to be talking about this in one of my strategy catch-ups with Rob, and he suggested that we could use the technology advisory service to tap into some project management in a part-time capacity. And again, it was such a great suggestion. It meant that we were able to just use the project management time that we needed. But we also had Mirtec involved right from the get-go, from vendor selection to working through the solution design workshops with us. We had the expertise to go through our solution design document, data migration, and we had that hand-holding right through until sign-off. And it was so good because Mirtec knew us, they knew what we needed to achieve, they were on board with our deadline, and we really, again, achieved that in such a cost-effective way. And the project came in on time and on budget, so it speaks volumes. I think the most important thing for us is our team members are not technology aficionados, and so we should be focused on the impact we can make on the macular disease community. We have people on staff who are working in eye health professional fields, we're marketers, we're researchers. We're not technology people, and so we should be focused on our mission, and our partnership with Mirtec lets us do that. They're focused on finding the right solutions for us. So that's fit for purpose, it needs to be cost effective, and I've never felt any hard sell with Mirtec. I've always felt like they have our needs at the forefront of any of the decision making. And it has really meant that we can focus on providing impact to the macular disease community rather than wondering whether or not that particular solution is something that we really need. So what's next for us here at Macular Disease Foundation? Well, all of our effort at the moment is turning to expanding our services. We know that the need for support for people with macular disease is greater than we're currently doing. So expanding services like our iConnect is really critical for us to achieve our mission. We can't do that though while we're thinking too much about whether or not we have the right devices or the right systems to do that. So I know that I can achieve those big goals as long as I'm working with Mirtec and I don't have to think about those other things. So if you're after an IT partner you can trust Mirtec.